We're Jesal and Sonia. Over the last 2 weeks, we traveled from California to Texas to see the solar eclipse. The journey took us across 4 states. We saw 6 national parks and drove over 2,000 miles for this epic adventure. We wanted to break down the cost to not only help us understand our finances and plan the future of our travels, but also wanted to share since quite a few people asked us about the costs.
All right, so we finished 17 days of travel full-time, living out of this van, and I went ahead and tallied up all the costs of what it takes to actually travel and live out of the van. And this doesn't include the cost of the van or anything related to building it, but just like how much it costs to travel in it.
Mm-hmm. And I've been here for the ride, but Jasel's head of finances, so he knows all the totals. I know from here and there what we've been paying for, but we're going to break down all of the totals, and I'm going to hear it live with you all.
So,
too.
Yeah, you've seen all the receipts as they came in, but you don't know any of the grand totals.
Yeah.
I went ahead and took everything, all that information, and I broke it down into several categories, and I came up with some analytics. So the first category I have is food. So Turtle, as you know, has a fully equipped kitchen, and so we actually only ate out 4 times out of the 17 days.
3 times.
Well, I counted the Pistachio Land also.
Oh, yeah, that was eating out.
Yeah, it was
you
like a
had
snack.
ice cream.
So it was 2 Taco Bell trips, Pistachio Land, and 1 Starbucks trip, which was only really to use their Wi-Fi, but we ended up getting drinks to support.
No, but I used the gift cards.
I still count that as money spent. All right? So here's what we have. For 17 days on the road, we ate out 4 times, and all of those 4 places that I mentioned, total $38.
Not bad. Okay, I was thinking
bad.
It was going to be low because...
Yeah, it was not like we never went to a restaurant or anything. Firstly, because we didn't have time. We were just kind of on the road, but we had a quick kitchen and we like cooking. So not bad. I don't think that that's going to be necessarily the future all the time. I do like to eat out and try different places. It just wasn't viable since we were like really hustling for this trip. Mm-hmm. So maybe this cost might go up in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the next category, or part of the same category in food. The rest of the food costs are groceries, fruits, veggies, drinks, cereals, bars, everything, all that stuff.
This is going to be expensive.
It's going to be expensive because most of that was consumed, but a lot of the other stuff like non-perishables, since we started this place like pretty much as an empty kitchen, we bought everything. And I'm counting all the stuff, the canned foods, the dry foods, the condiments, a lot of the spices we had, but some of the other things that we did have to buy that are still in here. So although this cost might be high, it doesn't, I don't think it really, I don't think it will really be this high in the future because a lot of this stuff, we bought it and we have a lot of it, like pasta and stuff like that is still in here. Mm-hmm. But that cost is $325 for groceries.
That's it?
Yeah. And I think out of that, we've probably consumed more than $200 of stuff.
You know why?
And a lot of stuff is still in here.
We saved in New Mexico. The avocados there were like 39 cents.
We bought like 10 or 12 of them.
That's crazy. So different parts of the states and stuff, you can find good deals. I'm actually shocked because I thought, because that's everything that we eat. And I feel like we like to eat really well and we get a lot of foods that we think, I mean, you saw like the floors were like filled with grocery bags, and so I just thought it would be a lot more. But that's not too bad, right?
I think that's not too bad. I think if we kind of extrapolate out of this like a month's worth of expenses, I think we'd be spending around in the future probably $300 or so on meals total per month, and for 2 people on the road, I think that's not too bad.
I think we'll get better at this too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Next category, pet supplies. This includes their food, some of the treats and litter and other consumables that we have to get for them. That was only $45. And once again, like Luna's food and Oliver's food, we still have those bags with us. So that's not entirely just only a 2 weeks or 3 week supply that...
It's going to be more.
Yeah, it'll last longer. So that cost should also go down.
Yeah.
Here's another surprising one. A lot of our friends and family members, like they think that we're staying at hotels or that we're... using this just to drive from point A to point B
and taking
Airbnbs or things like that, or paying for campsites. Yeah. So next category is lodging. Mm-hmm. We ended up only paying for lodging about half the nights. The rest of the half of the nights, more than half, we stayed at free campsites, BLM land, one time outside of a friend's house, and 2 occasions at Walmart parking lots.
Yes.
But the other nights we did spend, I'll break them all down, is the Saguaro campground. We spent 2 nights there for $30 a night. Mm-hmm. That was $60 total. Mm-hmm. We camped inside of Guadalupe National Park. Through the National Park Service, we had to pay $20 for that campsite. Mm-hmm. Guadalupe, after we left there, remember there was super windy.
Oh, yeah. We just, an unanticipated cost.
Yeah.
Having to stop at the RV park. Yeah,
because it was unsafe for us to continue driving. So that ended up costing us $20. And then the Tin Valley campground outside of Big Bend was an additional $20.
Yeah.
So for the 17 nights total, that brings our total for lodging to $285. The rest of it, we stayed at free places.
Oh, wait. You didn't mention at the solar eclipse campground.
Sorry, I missed that one. The solar eclipse campground.
Otherwise, it would have been way lower.
No. So this includes that. That's $285, but I forgot to say it out loud. That campground was $185.
Yes.
Next kind of category is household costs, like consumables that we had to buy to run the house. Like this includes dish soap, sponges, paper towels. Oh. I needed shampoo, toilet paper, kitchen utensils that we forgot to pack. Things like the toilet treatment for you had to put into the tank. Little things like that. The consumables to run a household. So that was $165. A lot of that, once again, is not just for those 2 weeks.
It's for a long time investment.
A pack of sponges, it wasn't just for that.
Right.
Things like that. So I think moving forward, that cost is also probably going to be less per month.
Once we have everything we kind of need.
Yeah. Like getting the kitchen spoon holder and all that.
It'll become like repairs later on. Repairs.
Or just
small
upkeep.
Little things. Yeah, upkeep. But...
Maintenance costs of got to replace 1 or 2 things. It's not going to be like buying out everything brand new.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I'm good with that.
Here's our biggest cost. Is gasoline.
Yeah.
Okay. I have taken meticulous records of how much gas Turtle consumes from the day we bought it. Now I'm going to go through what it costs for just this portion of the trip, going from California to Texas. And so total, we drove 2,244 miles. We spent...
Oh God, I'm scared. I think I know.
What's your prediction if you want to... I know you told me don't ask any predictions.
I know, I'm so bad at taking guesses. But I know we used up all the cash that we came with.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, I don't know, is it like...
A few moments later.
I want to say $840.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We spent for gas for this trip $809.
Oh, it was close.
And
it's less.
It's a little less.
Okay.
And I think that also would go down because we started in California and we're already in Texas. We made it halfway across the country in just about less than 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Moving forward, I think we're going to travel a lot slower.
Yeah. And slow but steady.
So here's some other stats. This is stats for nerds. The 2,244 miles, it took us 234.5 gallons to cover that distance. Mm-hmm. And that means we average about 9.5 miles per gallon.
That is larger than what we thought originally.
That's a little better than the historical average that we've been getting on Turtle. Yeah. But on average, Turtle gives us about 8.5 to 9.5 miles per gallon. The average cost of gas that we spent was $3.45. The most expensive gas was in good old California at $5.20 per gallon. The cheapest gas that we paid was at New Mexico and in Texas. A couple places was $3.17. So I think...
Didn't we go somewhere that was like $2.90 something?
We saw it, but we didn't fill up there because we were already full.
But we were like excited, like $2.97?
Yeah, after the California gases, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
So I think moving forward, that cost is going to go down because not only are we going to travel slower, but we're going to be, I think... outside of California and outside of some of these more expensive states, the gas is cheaper in these areas that we're in. Mm-hmm. So I think that'll be less. Cool. Next category, utilities. I know that's kind of like an interesting category.
Yeah.
But because we kind of have everything built in and we're self-contained, but there are still utilities, I think, because we have to fill up water. We sometimes may need a charge. we have black tank and gray tank that needs to be emptied. That sometimes costs money. Sometimes we want to take showers because our shower is not built in the van. And then there's laundry costs. So how much did we spend on utilities for the last 3 weeks? $15.50.
Amazing. Most of that's laundry, huh?
All of that is laundry.
Yeah.
Because we did laundry 2 times.
Yeah.
And so wash and dry and all that. And that's where we spent the money. Showers, luckily, when we stopped for showers, most of the times it was free. Actually, all the times it was free. It was supposed to cost money, but they didn't charge us. They said, you know what, go ahead, just go for it. And then the other places where we were at campsites, they offered showers that were either included with our lodging or they were also free. Electricity, we got pretty good weather. Alternator charging was working on and off, so that kept our batteries topped off when the weather wasn't good. And so electricity is already built into the cost of the van. Water fill, also same thing. We were able to fill up for free at either all the campsites we stayed at, or when we went to certain places where it was supposed to cost us money, they said, you know what, we're good. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And for dumping our waste tanks, same thing. Some places it's supposed to cost us money. They just said, just dump it, go for it. Other places it was included with our lodging. And the last category is kind of souvenirs and miscellaneous costs. That includes like the stickers and magnets and different things that we buy along the way. We spend around $55 on those types of things. Which
again will go lower because we realize it's not sustainable to buy stickers at each national park we go to. So we just found one pack that has all the national parks, and then when we go to them, then we'll put the sticker on our cargo locker or something. But
okay, so you still don't know the total. So the grand total after going through from California to Texas in 3 weeks, living out of this van, cost us under $1,800. We were at like 17 something.
That seems like a lot.
Most of that was gas. And if you think about it this way, it's just about how much, or a little less than what we were paying in rent when we were living in LA.
Okay, so the question is living in a camper van, the way that we're living and spending, is it sustainable, and can we continue doing this?
So I think that it is sustainable. It's cheaper than rent that we were paying in LA. Can we keep doing this? I would like to keep going. We have some funds saved up. Right now, we're both working on transitioning our income and our businesses to be mobile and online. So you're still working on doing all that?
I'm a professional dog trainer, so I usually go into people's homes and train their dogs, but I'm working on creating like a virtual training, for people if they want to learn how to train their dogs, and how I train Luna and how I train my cat Oliver too, and work on your business and maybe even YouTube if this picks up. And
exactly,
we are enjoying the process. We love making memories together and documenting. Fun. Yeah,
I never thought like we'd be making videos and sharing it with people, but like having our friends and family keep up with us because we're away from everybody. It's been nice, and even for us to like look back and see their memories, or even build from them. Like we go back and like, hey, how did we do this or that? It's been fun, and like so. And
the community, the people we've met through like comments and just reaching out and being so helpful. Just it's been so great meeting people on the road. We're truly enjoying it. So.
I feel like it's a healthy social media for us right now, because before I was always consuming or like didn't really like social media, and now we're creating, and it's opened up a new side of my creative process, and it's been fun for us to do, and it's a good memory. So it's also something that can be potentially turn into a form of income for us too. So if you want to support us, subscribe, and that way that might be able to help us too. And other people have been asking us how to directly contribute. We don't expect anything or want anything. However, we did make like a coffee account. So if you want to buy us a gallon of gas to get us the next 9 miles, that would be awesome. If not, definitely
that's totally okay. We're enjoying the process, just filming and documenting, and we don't know if it is going to be sustainable, YouTube or social media, but whatever happens,
it's fun for
we're
us
just
right
enjoying. We're really enjoying.
What we need to do to be able to get onto the road and continue traveling is finish up the van.
Yes.
Right now, we have started some stuff. Here's a sneak peek.
Ah, you saw the sneak peek. We got some
But
cabinets
we're working
done.
we're here in Houston still, and we're working on finishing up so we can continue traveling. Like we said, we don't really have a plan, so if
We
all
don't
we
know
know
yet. We're gonna figure it out.
it's
Maybe
either-
it's yeah.
either see more national parks, state parks, monuments, and make like a loop around the country, or see stuff in different states.
Maybe
you
go
guys
to
have-
different countries. We don't know.
We don't know yet. So if you guys have recommendations, let us know, because we can probably do this for a few more months before we have to head back.
Yeah. If we head back, if it continues,
Depends on how life goes, right?
I'm down to just continue living on the road. I am
Yeah.
having the time of my life. I don't need much, just a small home to keep me sheltered, family, community. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see where we go. But yeah, that's how much it costs for 17 days at least starting. And
Now we can plan for the future.
Yeah, we can plan for the future. Yeah.
But in order to do any of that, we have to get back to the van build, so let's go do it. Plus, Houston's very hot.
Yeah, I mean, I
Really
don't know if
sweaty.
you can tell. Come closer. Look how this man
like,
has been
dripping now.
sweating. Oh my god, your hair is wet on
Yeah.
the top now. Anyway, all for you guys. And for our documentations.
Thanks for watching, and thank you for everybody who messages us and keeps up with us.
Yes.
I love it.
Leave a comment and keep commenting and telling us like where to go, what to see, just saying hi. Whatever. We love this community. We're so happy to be a part of it. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
See you next week.
Houston,
You're
we
hot.
have a problem.
You're too hot.
So the grand total
Take
after
4.
all... Okay.
Here.
Oh,
You
yeah.
look there too much. You have to look there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm still new to this.
Vlog 101. Look at the camera lens.